Hey, it's Free Falcon here again. Today we're going to be going over the new game I started, Hexarchy. It is a 4X deck builder game, which is pretty interesting. It kind of combines two of my favorite genres, which is deck building board games, and a 4X game, kind of like Civ. What I like about this is you can get in, play a 4X game within a short amount of time. There's different types of things. You can go and do this starter campaign, which gives you a lot of different options of how to, well, it doesn't really give options, but it will step you through. So we're going to do a new game. We're just going to go random and all of the different starting stuff. So there's going to be a lot of tips and tricks inside of this, and some things that I didn't find were inherently explained in the campaign. So this should get you a good starter in order to be able to move forward within the game. Alright, so you'll see we start off by drafting 5 cards out of our deck. So we have 9 left in the deck, you can see down there. So there's 14 total cards. You'll have a capital city and a special card, which is our import here, that is different by every civ. So it's going to really dictate the main differences between the civs. Now, looking at the starting map, you want to look for the resources, because that's what's going to really spur on the game. So we can see we got iron up there, and then we got these cows over here. And then we have these little relic areas, which whenever you expand into them, give you additional area around them. And then we can see we got some marble over here, which is also very useful. So I think we're going to settle over here next to those cows. See? And then hopefully we'll expand to that soon, and that'll give us some extra little areas there. Now, up here we'll show you where our victory points are. We have 4. You can see we're getting 3 off of hexes and 1 off our population currently. And the goal is to get to 100 points. And if we hit turn 25, it'll just take the highest score. You can see that we get 1 point per every 2 hexes, so we have 7, so it rounds down. We're getting 3 points off of hexes and 1 off of our population. All right, and we want to make sure that we're keeping an eye on that and that we are aware of where we are. So you can see that we get the hammers over here, which is our primary resource, and that's going to give us the capabilities of playing these cards. You can see that this animal husbandry costs 3 hammers or 1 science, and we'll be able to get science in a few different ways. The primary way that you'll get a lot of it early game is by burning cards. So this firewood is specifically only for burning. You see we get 2 hammers and 1 science for burning our first card. So we'll probably want to do that early game in order to get our researches out and get additional stuff early. You can see that any additional cards that we play that turn, like this charge here, which is something that I don't use a significant amount early game, if we want to burn that, we get 1 additional hammer. So we can do that here and get 1 additional hammer. Alright, so we got our science, so let's go ahead and drop that. And let's get our pasture here. So if we drop this on any of the regular resources, like these cows here, we're going to be able to collect those resources and get an additional production yield. Right? And now the rest of those cards that we revealed off the text go into discard. They don't go out of the game, which is what I originally thought. So you saw when we played that, we got our 2 cows over here, which is our food. And what we can do is select that and drop it on a city, and you see that on the top green bar, we got an additional food. So we can continue to do that, and that'll spur on our production quicker. Alright, so we can play this import card. That's going to give us 1 or 2 of any resource that we don't have already. Right, we can see that here we have a max of storage. Now this can go up throughout the game based on how we play. but we'll go ahead and use up this. You see that your luxuries, putting them on cities, gives you a chance to get an additional victory point. You can see we got a victory point up there. But it also gives us culture, which is very important. That's how we are expanding, and it fills up our luxury. All right, we'll just go ahead and drop this food here, and you can see that based on our plus, we'll be going up another level whenever this turn is over. We do have 2 hammers left, and we're going to see that we're going to get some gold off of leaving those hammers. All right, now we have the resources to be able to draw some more. So we did get a warrior, so we can play that there. All right, and then we can burn this charge, use that strength, and go in and get us a 6 strength warrior, which is pretty good for first turn. So overall, first turn was a pretty good. We got to play all of our cards, didn't have any real waste, and we got to expand into a food. Now you see that the culture that we dropped expanded us down into another area there. And you can see that we're highlighted on the tiles that we were using. So we have 2, so we're using the horses there. Now whenever we play a person, you can see that we lost the population, which means that that city is also producing less for that turn. Alright, so we do have a science. We have a couple different options. We got mining, but we're not on a mine, so that's probably not optimal. We're going to use this riding because that's going to give us something we can use. Alright? Potentially. So we do got a couple options here. We'll drop that. It's not really useful. We can burn that scout, which will give us another research. So we can play that. And then there's the warehouse. So this is how we are going to increase our storage. So you can see it went from 3 max up to 6. We'll go ahead and drop that additional food in that city, and that's going to put it up to 2 and give us the option of playing another character. You can see that we expanded, but so did our opponents, and that's meaning that the Chinese are actually ahead of us. We're in 2nd place. Alright, so we'll burn that wood. Gives us our research. So we can drop this. We can go an archer if we want to go early fighting, or we can go the lumber mill. I think we'll do the lumber mill just to show. Alright, so if we drop that on there, we'll see that we get another 2 yield off of that one, but we're also going to get a firewood, which we can use to burn. So we can go ahead and burn that for the additional 1. And then we have a couple options. So we can go with our mobilization, our tactics, or we can play the library. So we'll play the library because we want to go to get some research going pretty quick. Alright, and we'll go to move this one over. So we're going to jump over here and try to maximize our gain off of the tiles. So whenever you do a city, you'll see that you get 1 of each around it. So there's 6 additional tiles plus that one, so that's 7 tiles, which is actually 3 straight up points, plus the 1 point that you get off of the actual city. Right? And so let's go ahead and found that, get our city down. Take a look. So we got masonry. So we got our longbow off of masonry, which is the specialty unit off of the English. So you can see that we can attack over terrain that is normally blocked, which is pretty powerful actually. And it also attacks for 8, which is pretty strong. Now, whenever our fighters are outside of our territory, you can claim territory. So that's actually a kind of a win strategy all in itself. Alright, so let's go and gain us some resources. Alright, we lucked out and got a science. So we can play our agriculture and some other options. Alright, so we'll go and grab that one. We don't have strength to really use that on, so we'll just skip that and move on. Alright, so coming into our next round, we got another space. Alright. We can go ahead and play our settler. Just That'll drop to a 2 population. And we got our fish. We use that up. Or do we want to go elsewhere? Well, let's say fishing hut's not super useful, so we'll do the hunter-gatherer. Alright, we can do forage, which will give us another resource. Whatever resource is on the board, so we can do that and get a second marble, which is going to be helpful for us to expand. We got a mine, so that'll give us a stone. So we'll be producing a stone every turn additionally, which will help us out. So let's move that over. We'll work on taking that space and then use our archer to start whittling down their defenses there. So we're going to try to take this city early and expand out quickly. Alright, so we were expanding in that, which gave us 2 extra spaces, which will give the other side more room to expand. We got another one of those up to the top right, so hopefully those expand. And we use our archer to pull that down and claim another space there. Alright, now we'll go into the Temple of Diana. Go ahead and get that laid down. We're going to throw it there because there's no resources to cover. And we got the temple down. So we got our first wonder, which gives us 4 points in summer culture, which will help us expand out. Alright, and we're going to, you can see that we want to get over here because that's a resource. Up, and we lucked out, and there's another temple site over there. So we can expand that out and get expanded out pretty good on this game. Alright, we'll drop our food, get that population up, and in turn, rolling into the next turn. Alright, so we got another expansion, and we got a few different cards here. Nothing really popping out as super great. So we'll go ahead and hit that, get that expansion. Puts us up to 41 points, so we're almost halfway. Let's buff up our archer to knock this guy out. Then we can move this guy down. So we'll get this, let's see what we pull. So we did get one of those axemen, so let's drop that here. We don't really want to mobilize, I don't think we're going to need it this game, so let's burn that. Let's go and get that and use up those resources. Get us some more gold. And we'll grab some more of those so we'll have it for later. Alright, so we drew a library because we had some extra cards, so that gives us 4. Alright, a lumber mill. Yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and play that. We don't want to take that. So we'll throw that there. We'll burn this wood. Gives us 3, so let's draw another one, which is usable for this farm. So the farm's going to give us some more food growth. And we can expand out with some specialty cards. So we got 5 food, a horse, and a marble. Let's go ahead and burn through these food. Take this up to 42 by increasing our population. And let's move this guy down here to where we can take that city if they don't build a person this next turn. Or hopefully we'll just be able to kill the person. Alright, it looks like the Aztecs are building over here next to us. So we probably don't want to leave that guy up there alone. So let's go ahead and work on bringing him up there to protect that city. Let's get our longbowman. And we'll ditch this archer because the longbowman's just overall better. We're not really concerned with the terrain, especially seeing that we're the fishing hut because we don't really want to, we're not really on any resources that gives that. And we'll double into these researches. We can do the Colosseum, which will give us money, or a forge, which will increase our production overall, which I think we need a little more. So let's pop that in. Expand that out. We'll cultivate and expand out our farm so it produces more. Then we'll go ahead and attack. That'll take that guy down. We're not really concerned, so let's just claim that. and hold that spot there. Alright, so we got a pretty decent amount of resources there. And we expand out a few more spots. Alright, so we'll finish this guy trekking over here. And come down. We don't want a warrior, we got better people already. Let's drop this guy for research. Let's see, we'll grab the Pathfinder and get this lighthouse. So we go and put our wonder down. Let's see, that one's got a resource on it, so we don't drop it there. And drop it there. It's got a resource, so we'll just pop that guy up there. I don't think we're actually usable. Let's just fill that out. We're going to move that guy down around here. Let's use this to kill that guy. Opens up the city, which we can move into. And we should pretty much knock out the Chinese this turn. I don't think they have any other cities I've seen. Alright, so our roads, you get bonuses for connecting roads. So, do we want to do this? So, we can go up through here. That doesn't really get us too far. You can't even move that one at all. So that's not super useful. So, let's just kind of half-road this one here. And we'll finish connecting that a later turn. Alright. Don't really want to move that guy. No, I did that a little preemptively. Alright, got our resources expanded out some. We're at 58, so we're more than halfway through. Alright. We got a mine that we want to play. Well, let's just go ahead and take this city first, see if there's something we want to use down here. So you can see that we are lacking food there. So let's go ahead and drop there. I see it dropped to 1. We'll play that there again and expand out, expand up. Just go ahead and get this guy up. So you can see that puts us at 75. And let's fill these luxuries so it's not at a deficit. Let's see what our research is. None of these are super useful. Don't think we'll need the double time, so let's go ahead and burn that just to get rid of it. Let's see, we got horses. More over there. Let's just go ahead and get us a horse production. And then we'll drop this. That'll give us both a luxury and an iron. So it'll be expanded out even more. Harbors. We'll drop there to get some luxuries. Coliseum. So we can do another farm or a Coliseum. We'll do the Coliseum to get some more money. One can never have too much money. And let's see. We can move this guy over here. Or might be better is we might want to take him up and support up here because I feel like we're going to be fighting the Aztecs up there. We'll bring the guy in. And we'll pop this guy down over here. And it looks like we got some room to expand over there. So that'll give us another 3 to 4 points just by dropping that guy over there. As long as their guy doesn't attack here. Oh, it looks like they might be coming up through our little space there. So don't know that we want to bring both of our archers up. So let's pop him back down here. Wait and see if he comes. Let's bring this guy in support here in case they try to come up through the north. Let's just go ahead and kill this scout. Brings our happiness up. Let's drop him over here. We'll be able to get those resources there. Let's get our temple up. Give us more culture to expand expand out. Grab that so we make stuff stronger, but we're not concerned as much. Let's get our money up so we can be cycling through more stuff. Expand our storage. And what else do we want to do here? We're at 78 points. I wonder if we have enough that we can start burning through to level. So we'll strengthen, drop that granary up here. Don't really need a skirmisher on anybody, but I guess we'll throw it on here. We'll just kind of make an additional archer. Alright, so we can grow out here, so we'll just drop to get some more points. Don't really want to do that yet. Alright, so we can drop him. There, we used all our hammers. Let's just go ahead and pop that back up on the population there. We'll be rolling into the next turn, which is in the realm of possibilities. We could finish it off this round. So let's see how this all rolls out. Cool, we got a victory point there. So it is important. It does start adding up a lot of points if you can keep all your cities happy. So we'll pop that, get rid of that guy, get us another happiness. Alright, so that expanded down, which kind of wasted a spot, but that's okay. Alright, so we'll drop the Great Wall, that'll give us 4. So we're up to 93. So we only need 7 more points. I wonder if we can pull this. We'll drop that there just so we got a big buffer just in case. Refilled our food back up. Let's see, do we have enough? So we didn't get our pop off of the luxury we had. We can buy some, so that gives us 2 more. So then we've got a 46% chance. Nope. And nope. So don't know if we want to keep burning. We can see if we can drop this food. So that puts us to 95. We got 10. We can drop 4 more here. And that gets us there. So that one needs 3. Alright, there's 9 available to buy. We got 3, so that's 12. We need 5 there. Yeah, too much. So we wouldn't be able to finish that off this turn. But we can get this guy down, which is 4, which will put us at 101. And that will end the game there. So it puts us up over 100. We still got some more resources. It doesn't really matter. I think we're so far ahead, there's no real way they'll catch up. But we'll drop a few more things, just run him down here in the game. So it'll do 1 more scoring section. So you can see there, we're planning on starting to come up and invade up here. But we would have been pretty safe. We got our good longbowmen up there and everything else. Alright, so that is it. Final score, 105 to 30. Alright, well, thanks for the view. Please like and subscribe.